I often get asked, what does your job involve? So my job in a nutshell is to help my clients achieve their goals through helping them with a mortgage application. Today, I'm going to give you an insight of what that entails. Welcome to Mortgage Monday. When it comes to applying for a mortgage, everybody's in exactly the same boat, and the reason they need a mortgage is to help solve one of their problems. There could be a number of problems you're trying to solve, so the most common problems looking to solve with a mortgage is a first-time buyer who's paying rent and they just see it as dead money. They want to get on the housing ladder themselves. You may be in a position where you've outgrown the current family home with your growing family, and you may want to move up the property ladder into your dream home. You may be in a position where you're looking to remortgage, and you could want to remortgage for a number of reasons, including just simply to save money. It could be to raise additional money in order to build an extension, home improvements for your growing family. It could be to buy a second property for investment purposes. It could be to buy a holiday home for yourselves in the UK or even abroad. It could be to refinance some unsecured debt and save money on a monthly basis. To help solve these problems, I've developed a very simple process for my clients to follow to help them achieve their goals and help them with a mortgage application. The first step in the process is to set up a convenient time to give my clients a call. The initial call will last about 30 minutes. It's a planning exercise and a fact-finding mission to gather information together. So this exercise takes into account your personal information, it takes into account your income, your expenditure. So when we look at expenditure, we take into account your committed expenditure, which is things like any credit card payments, car finances, personal loans, childcare costs. So anything you're committed to every single month, that we're taking into account for affordability. And affordability is the key thing to understand to determine what you are able to borrow. We'll also look at credit history. So credit history has a critical part in playing as to what you're able to access in the mortgage market. And probably the most important one is looking at your budget, what you're comfortable paying on a month-by-month basis. At the end of this initial call, I'll then have a really good idea of what is looking to be achieved and what problems you're facing, and I can then give some initial guidance as to what may suit you best. What I then request is some paperwork to be sent over to myself, which is documentation like your proof of income, recent bank statements, proof of deposit if you're buying a house, a recent credit report potentially to look at any debts outstanding. Once those have then come in, I can then research the market in full to see what will suit you best. Once I've researched the market, I will then know which lender will suit the client best. This then leads on to producing a quotation, which I will then present to the client to make sure all is okay and all is acceptable. Within that quotation and recommendation, that will include the lender we're looking to approach, the mortgage amount, the term of the mortgage, fitting within the budget you're looking for, and most importantly, the product that is going to suit you best. At this point then, if all is acceptable and you're happy to go ahead with the mortgage, it's then a case of me taking care of the whole application process. So I will deal with the lender, I'll take care of all the administration and make sure that that mortgage gets through to completion in a timely manner and as stress-free as possible for you. That gives you an overview of what the job entails. So it's not always as straightforward as that. There can be many different variations, and it's all about working out the best solution to fix the problem you're currently encountering. What I'm going to do is give away a copy of an in-depth budget planner that I use on a day-to-day basis to help you understand your budget in more detail. Even if you're not looking for a mortgage at the moment, it can just be a really useful exercise to see where your money is going on a day-to-day basis. All you need to do is comment below the word budget and I'll happily send a copy over straight into your inbox. Thanks for joining me for this week's Mortgage Monday. As always, remember you can follow me on LinkedIn, you can subscribe to YouTube. Thanks again and see you next week for Mortgage Monday.